Hello, welcome back to the clipsvh as always, and we are back in East Origin. When we last off, we got to the water section, and we beat the mid-boss there, and we got this item in particular, which is going to be useful. I still have not used the Silset and Pancake. Huh. Alright, but before we move on, we're going to talk to Rico. He's going to upgrade our wand. You know what, Rico? I'm on your side with this, okay? I mean, I don't like you much either, but like I don't hate you. Like, he's right. What is the point of mastering something that nobody else is good at, and that you can brag about without ever getting to brag? Like, why can't you just let him have his moment, Hugo? Fuck, I hate you so much. You are not good for Rico's self-esteem, Hugo. You need to get away from him. You're an enabler for bad behavior. And now we're gonna make Rico feel even worse about himself. Yeah, Rico. Don't let that get you down. Alright, so I keep pressing the wrong button. I got my jump assigned to my A button, and the attack button and the jump button are kind of mishmash compared to other games. Usually attack is like your confirm button in menus. You know. But the thing is, attack here is not the same as jump, but jump, for whatever reason, is cancel in menus, and because of the way I have it set up so that I don't accidentally press the wrong stuff in combat, I end up pushing the wrong button in the menu. Could also be because I've been playing other games where A is confirmed and not the other way around. Oh, these guys brought me down here. Now you notice that the bar is going down just as fast as it was before. That's because this thing does not work the way you'd expect it to. We have to like select it and equip it before it'll actually take its effect. It's kind of weird. Like, if it was a thing we had to equip, you'd think it'd go into things we had to equip. But, you know, it doesn't. First time I played as Unica, I actually died in an underwater section because I didn't know you had to do that. I thought it would just work automatically. So, you know, keep that in mind. Alright, now I want to go over this way first. Because there's something good over here. There's a chest. And if you've ever played RPGs, or JRPGs, or any RPG, really, there's always good stuff that you like in chests. Chests are always good for you. Play some Get music, and we got an emerald, and so now our shield is powered up. Alright, that guy didn't even get a single attack off. There's a bunch of slimy guys. Take him out. There's some more of these big guys. These big guys are everywhere. They kind of suck. I could have sworn my shield was still up, but hey, there you go. Alright, and here's the reason we had to go get that water dragon scale first before coming this way. This is a player wall. Basically, if we don't have the water dragon scale before coming here, we can make the attempt to run through here, but we'll just end up dying on the way. And of course, when that happens, the game reverts back to the last time you saved. If you die in the middle of a level, you go back to the last time you saved, or rather, I think the last statue you touched. If you die during a boss battle, you just restart at the beginning of the boss battle. Alright, so for now, I'm going to save here. These guys are kind of pushovers like the rest of these early monsters. These little things are annoying though. Mostly because they're the red versions of themselves, the red glowy versions of themselves, so they're a little tougher than they should be. But it's all good, because we lowered that gate, and that's where we need to go. Now, we can break that, and we get these little blueberries or blackberries, and they'll max out our oxygen for some reason. This is cool. This section is cool, because being underwater is kind of like having no gravity. We can jump forever. Now, we can't attack these turtles, because our attacks have no effect. We need a different element for that. And conveniently enough, we're headed that way right now. First, I'm going to go all the way to the end, so I don't forget. Alright, there's nothing in here. Don't be like me, kids. Go where stuff is. Especially when you're underwater and you have a limited amount of time to work with, because, you know, you're underwater and you can't breathe. This current is annoying. All it really does is eat up our air and our time. You go straight down, because I want to break this pot. Eat these blueberries to get max oxygen. Come down here, and we're going to open up this chest. And that'll get us a Rotafruit. And remember, we like Rotafruit. There's literally no reason not to get the Rotafruits. Just try to make sure you get to the Rotafruit before you find the Roo, because it's going to be annoying, because you always find the Rotafruit before you find the Roo. So if you find the Roo first, that's how you know you got to do a little bit of backtracking. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this pot and I'm going to break it. That way I can get some max oxygen. This room is actually really cool. It's kind of big and stuff, and it's really atmospheric. Now we've got this 11 strike Warhammer, and that'll give us a thunder element. And it lets us make these little trap mines. When Unica gets her thunder element attack, she uses it, well, like a hammer. She'll swing her axe down like a hammer. She'll do like this kind of little somersault thing. And it actually looks really cool when she does it. Well, if you're not around to stop me from opening this, I'm just going to open it. And I'm going to equip stop hitting A, and I'm going to equip that right away. And the cool thing about going back is that it goes really quick because the current is in our favor this time. Just make sure that doesn't happen to you, because it will if you're not too careful. Now the cool thing about this is that now we can take on these turtles. And it'll pretty much take them out in one hit, so it's all good. So now remember, we want to get all the glowing red guys. And even though the glowing red guys are kind of more strong, what the fuck does that mean? Even though the glowing red guys are a little bit stronger than your typical normal guys, these guys still get taken out in one hit by the thunder element too, because that's their weakness. Every monster has its own specific weakness to an element, and with these turtles, that element happens to be the thunder element. I keep running into these spikes, and it's not cool. Alright, now there's one more thing we can do to make use of these trap mines. We can go here, and we can crush this wall. And we've acquired the arthropod medallion, so that was actually something we legitimately needed to do. And I think up here is just another pot. And I don't need it, but I'm going to get max oxygen anyway. You can never be too safe, really. Bye-bye, turtles. Just float all the way up. Kill these turtles. Alright, fine. Float down to the bottom. I don't care. I'm not going to invite you to my Christmas party either. Alright, I'm just gonna float. Alright, I'm just gonna float straight up. You know, the turtles don't follow me. Because when we float straight up, instead of going towards the stairs, we get this. And we have found another Chalcedon Panchaea. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Panchaea correctly, but I'm going to assume I am. Don't use me as a basis for your pronunciation. Alright, so we're running low on oxygen, but luckily we've surfaced here, so. That's not very fun, Mr. Whippy Demon Guy. I can just run over here. If those guys hit you, they can hit you off that platform and you can fall right in the spikes. It's not fun. You don't want to be stuck in the spikes, and you just keep taking constant damage until you die, or until you get out of the spikes. But if you're at low enough health when you get out of the spikes, they'll probably shoot at you and kill you. So try not to let that happen. This is cool because a lot of these monsters drop a lot of SP. Some of them drop a lot of SP, not all of them. These guys drop a decent bit though. That's not the most we'll ever see though. Later monsters will drop much bigger chunks of SP than we've ever seen in our entire lives. It's kind of a good thing because we can get better blessings with it. There's some blessings that straight up cost, like, I think over, like, almost 1 million SP. Alright, and here's the Roo. We're gonna give him a Rota Fruit, because again, there's really no reason you shouldn't do it. There's no good reason you shouldn't do it. And we receive a Topaz, so basically he just powered up our trip mines for us. Bye, Roo. Thank you for the help. Alright, we are like half health right now. It's not such a bad situation, but I don't like being at that situation. Especially, oh, never mind, we leveled up, so we got full health, yay. I don't know why the devil I didn't explain it before, but I should explain the HUD. Okay, so you got your health. The little red bar above your health is your XP. When it reaches the end, then you level up, of course. Bar below that is your MP, your magic points. Number below that is the number of SPs you have. Everything above that are the little modifiers and temporary power-ups you get from things that monsters drop. And then below that and above your health is the equipment you currently have on you, rather currently equipped. Well, that went a little easier than expected, but if I didn't level up, I'd probably be dead. And that's never a good thing. You never want to be dead. Alright, so we're going to purify this statue here. Alright, I'm going to save. And before we move on, I'm going to show you some of the blessings we can get. Strengthen current armor, strengthen current leggings. I honestly think this is kind of pointless until you get the best ones. So, don't use this. Well, I mean, I won't use it. Increase stationary heal rate, so whenever we're not moving, we heal faster. It only works on the outside bits of the tower, though. I believe. Reduce damage from terrain, so things like spikes and such. Strengthen Eyes of Fact, so it strengthens our weapon. Increase SP gain, which, you know, like self-explanatory. Increase item drop rate, reduce bad status duration, so things like poison last shorter time, increase effective herbs, so things heal us better. Bolster bad status resist, extend drop item effects. Boost recovery, which speeds up the boost. Hasten skill recovery, so that increases MP recovery because it goes up over time. MP usage. And movement speed. Okay, so maybe it's not 1,000,000, but that's still a lot. Alright. But I'm close to being able to afford it, look at that. But nothing right now. Anyhow, that's all those blessings have to offer. There are different tiers, there are different levels of the different blessings. Although some of them only have one. Anyone that doesn't have level 1 next to it, or 2, or whatever. And for every level, they get increasingly more expensive. But for now, we're going to deal with the arthropod. I haven't really... I can't remember the monsters' names. They're really confusing, demonic, kind of sounding looking names that have nothing but consonants in them. I'm kind of breaking the atmosphere by talking about them, but hey. So this thing looks like a statue, but I kind of already spoiled the fact that it's not a statue. But you probably already figured that out by now. So, the thing most effective against this boss is our trap mine. So what we want to do, he's got these little segments, and we're going to take it upon ourselves to break all these segments. The reason we want to do that is because we can't get to his head, which is his true weak spot, until that's done. The only problem is, once we start breaking his little segments, he starts squirting out, he starts popping out all these little purple balls. The problem with those purple balls is that they will eventually explode and do damage to us, and that's not really a good thing. Well, maybe it is to you, it's not to me. And this is what I was talking about before, with this little maneuver where you can kind of keep dashing, but then you temporarily slow down to attack. And it's really good for this kind of thing, because attacking these little purple balls of death will make them fly. And that's good, because we can knock them off the edge. And I highly recommend knocking them off the edge, because then they won't explode and hurt you. So anyway, let's see if I can get this done in one shot. And this is where the fight gets real interesting, because he turns into a wheel and he starts doing this, and he tries to run us over, essentially. And it's kind of cool, really. Every time he slows down and stops, we have a chance to attack him. Now, the problem is, sometimes I can't really tell where he's going with his little wheel attack. But he does track you. He tracks your movement, and you want to be careful of that. After a while, he eventually does go back to normal. He should be doing it about now. There he goes. Now, as much as I'd like to stay on top of him and keep going with him, I can't because he's squirting too many of these little... He's popping these little balls out like Tic Tacs. Except they're going in the opposite way. They're supposed to be going in his mouth for that metaphor to make sense. We're going to attack his head, and that should take him out. You know, I was a little nervous at first that I wouldn't be able to get do these boss fights as well as I happen. Mostly because of the way that Kengeki Muso went. But it's been pretty good so far. Alright, and this is the third tier of the tower. This is our fire level. And now I'm going to save. Anyway, that's all the time we've got for this time. This is clipsvh. I'll see you all next time.